Yes. Take your notebook and keep it ready, handy. What all good sentences you feel, write them down. Okay. This is going to be the excellent or extraordinary session. Okay, because I'm going to sit for the night. Yes. Gear up. Before entering into the session, I want you to write about the problems that you're facing in writing. So, yes. So we have 3 participants now. Yes. Yeah. So the topic for today is here. Right. The topic for the day is valuable vitamins. Right. Writing workshop. Whenever I say workshop, there is something extraordinary things coming up. Yes. Yeah, all these are coming in this. All the things will come here, vocabulary, grammar, everything. And it is standard sentences. Standard sentences, quintessential quality. So that's it. I'm going to give you a number of sentences. Number of sentences. Yeah. Right. Now what I want you to do is, now take 2 minutes and think of the best sentences you ever learned. Best sentences you have learned. 3 excellent sentences. Or let us say, the best sentence you have learned so far. Write it down. Write it down. Write your sentence down here. The best sentence you have learned so far. Write it down. Yes, the best sentence. Think about your sentences, you're learning, what all you learned, and think about the best sentence that you have learned so far. Yes. Today is Thursday. Fine. I'm giving you just 2 minutes. Think and do that. Write the best sentence you have learned so far. We are going to write extraordinary sentences. Yes, Tasneem has written one sentence. Yes. So you have written one sentence. Now think about another sentence. Think about another sentence. Okay, good. I am taking a letter, I am taking a sentence from different sources. I'm writing to request. I'm writing to request a respite admission for this patient, comma, a 46-year-old married mother of 2 children who has been receiving personal care from our organization over the last 2 months. Period. So here is one sentence. This is a sentence. These are sentences taken from different sources and will improve the quality of this one. Will improve the quality of these sentences. Now here the point is, what is the meaning of this word respite? Okay, you should know that. You're going to learn new vocabulary also, and a lot of grammar also. Vocabulary. What is this? Respite. Respite means a pause or rest from something difficult or unpleasant. Okay. A pause or rest from something difficult or unpleasant. So this is a noun. We don't want noun. We want adjective. This is also noun. So noun and noun. So we have the noun form here. So it's also verb also. Respite beds, adjective also. So now we are going to a bigger dictionary, Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Respite, care, or respite. It's a noun, it's a verb, it's an adjective. Because Cambridge is not helping us here, so we are going to powerful levels, even powerful levels. Okay, bear with me, you'll get the best. Respite is 3 forms. I told you: noun, verb, and adjective. 3 forms are there. Providing or being temporary care in relief of a primary caregiver. So it's a temporary care. Temporary care before he goes to the main carer. Okay, primary caregiver is bothered too much. So you are giving a respite caregiver. Okay. Right. So adjective, providing or being temporary care in relief of a primary caregiver. Respite care, respite worker. You can think about this one. A very good word. Short-lived care. Short-lived care, temporary. So 46-year-old, how should we write? This is wrong. So how should we write? We have to write like this. So now this is one example from one source. This is a good sentence, no doubt. But this is definitely not the best sentence. You can see. Because the person's name is not here. Okay. And you are writing as a married mother of 2 children. That's all. All right. I am writing active voice. Writing is redundant. Okay. We don't know whether it is a referral letter or a discharge letter or a transfer letter. This is the introduction part. Right. Next. So you can note down these sentences. Right. Next. Sentence number 2. I am writing to request daily home visits by the Blue nurses to provide care and support for Miss Mayers, comma, a 61-year-old widow who lives on her own. So you're learning rules now. 61-year-old should not be written like this. It should be written like this. So you're learning a lot of rules now. So this is a rule number 1. This is the way how you are going to present when you say 46-year-old or 61-year-old or something like that. So here for this patient, instead of for this patient, you can say the name of the person. Patient doesn't sound good. Okay. Write down these sentences in your notebooks. And we'll see how to improve these sentences also. Stay calm, stay peaceful, stay relaxed, because we are learning a lot of concepts. Okay, somebody asked me, sir, we want grammar also. So that is what I'm teaching, a lot of things. New Nurses is the name of the organization. So you have to write in capital letters. Name of the organization. So you have to write the name in capital letters. Miss Mayers, name of a person, capital letters. Who lives on her own? You can say who lives independently. So a lot of improvements we can do. I'm giving some ground structure. I'm writing to request aged care assistance for Mr. Brian, comma, a 73-year-old man who is recovering from pressure ulcer on his left buttock. So this A is related to man, a man. A 46-year-old married mother, a, a, a widow, a mother. The article is related to nouns. I am writing with regard to Mr. Parker, a 63-year-old man who was admitted to the hospital on the 4th of January and diagnosed with non-small cell carcinoma of the left lung. Period. He underwent an open lobectomy on the 6th of January. I think I'm showing you all these things so that you can learn this time. I'm focusing on how to write this 73-year-old, 46-year-old, 61-year-old, 63-year-old. You can understand what I'm trying to show you. So one concept after one concept we'll be learning. You have to be very patient. You have to digest these topics. I am writing to inform you of a recent outbreak of head lice at Green Valley Primary School. Period. Although head lice spread easily and cause several symptoms of itchiness and discomfort, they are easy to diagnose and treat. whatever there are in the source, I'm taking as it is and typing, but I'm correcting as and when required. So here you see the most common style is I am writing to request. I am writing. 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 So don't you think that this is a very common style of writing? So everyone is writing like this. Why? OET is asking us to use passive voice, but why are we using active voice? And everyone knows that it is writing, so why are we using writing? So because of these things only, many people are failing in the exam and they don't even realize. Okay, with great difficulty, they are passing after 3-4 times with border marks 350, 360, 370. So we have to transform our styles. Okay. Now let us see capital letters. Now I'm going to show you about capital letters. Yeah, capital letters is another point. Okay, where to use capital letters you can understand. Blue Nurses is the name of the organization. Green Valley Primary School is the name of an organization. And here Miss Mayers is the name of a person. Any special name you have to put capital letters. Mr. Brian. So you have to understand that. Okay. So name of a person you can put capital letters. Name of a man, name of a woman, name of a specific name of a school. You have to put cap. If there is no Green Valley, then it is small letters, primary school. That's all, small letters. Because Green Valley Primary School is a particular name of one. Primary schools may be hundreds and thousands and millions, but Green Valley Primary School is only one in the world. Remember that. This is the second point you can note down. First point is how to write the age of a person. Second point is when to write capital letters. Okay, when to write capital letters. And third one is how to use relative pronouns. Who. Okay. Who. Okay. Who. You can see some commonalities coming out. Okay. This is the third one, the relative pronoun who. Try to understand how who is the repetitive things are coming up. I don't know if you are able to take it or not. So if you are happy to learn these things, give me a yes. I'm going to show you the very essential things. If you are happy to learn, say yes. You can learn from every sentence, common things, how they are done. I'm giving you a lot of examples of things. 73-year-old, 46-year-old, 61-year-old, 63-year-old. Okay. How you have to write. Then next one, who, 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 who. Common. Remember that. Next, capital letters. Miss Mayers, Blue Nurses, Green Valley Primary School, Mr. Brian. Names of the persons. I want somebody to help me out. Who will help me out? Just make a list of these things. Number one, age of a person. Number one, age of a person. Somebody write, okay, I will only write. Point number 1 is, okay, different points we are going to learn. These are called concepts. Concepts. Okay. Concepts. Classical concepts. Number 1, how to write age of a person. How to write age of a person. So you can write, he is 46 years old. This is one sentence. This is correct. This is 1000 times correct. There is no mistake in this one. You say it is 100% correct. There is no mistake in this one. People think, but there is a mistake in this. You have to write this a single word. So when you write like this, you have to write like this. He is 46 years old. Like this you have to write. 46 is one word. This is the way how you can write. Otherwise, you can say he is a 46 number. 46-year old man. This is also correct. If you are writing man, then you have to write a man, then you have to write a 46-year-old man. This is how you have to write when you are writing a man. Without a man, just 46 years old, without hyphens. Both are right. Both are right. So this is concept number 1, how to write age of a person. Number 2, concept number 2. Okay, relative pronoun. There are 2 relative pronouns. One is, okay, person, comma, who, or thing, comma, which. So these are the styles which you have to write. Patient, who, or book, which, hospital, which. So thing or place. Okay, a place which, thing which. Person only we use who, place or thing, place which. I went to a city, comma, which is very big. So place which, thing which, person who. These are personal relative pronouns. Relative pronouns, we call them. And third one is the concept. Third one is the concept. This is called capital letters. Capital letters. This is related to punctuation. Punctuation. So you have to write for name of a person, specific name. Specific names. Specific names. Not common names. So if it is a common name, don't use capital letters. Okay. For example, teacher, small letter, but Peter, capital letter. So try to understand that. Okay. So right. So you are getting in the all the regular students. Many people may be watching on the YouTube. They will not get all these points which I'm telling you here, because I'm giving sentences only here, but I'm giving the rules to all the regular students in the chat box. Okay. So 5 sentences so far done. Right. Now the fifth one is although. The next one is although. You can see here although. Here there is it. Although. The word is although. Okay. So you can understand this. Although is a conjunction. So we have the next one, that is conjunction. So, what is that? Concept number 3 over concept number 4. Concept number 4. Capital letters over, relative pronouns over, then conjunctions. Number 4 is conjunctions. So conjunctions. Okay. Use conjunctions to join two sentences. For example, although. Okay. Although is one conjunction. Although is subordinating conjunction, but is a coordinating conjunction. So I'll show you that later stage. So fourth one is conjunctions. Now I'll give you some more sentences. Write down the notes. Otherwise you have to go to the YouTube and write down again. You have plenty of time to write down. So I'm giving the introductions now. No, A should not be capital. In the beginning of the sentence, capital. If it comes in the middle, no capital. Okay, only the sentence beginning capital. In the middle, it comes. They are easy to diagnose and treat, although head lice are easy to diagnose and treat, although they spread. They are spread easily, like that one. No need capital letter in the middle. In the beginning, only capital. Sentence beginning, capital letter. For although, no capital letter. Sentence beginning, capital letter. That's the rule. I am writing to refer Mr. Sampson, who was admitted to our coronary care unit 10 days ago with the diagnosis of peripheral vascular disease. Peripheral angioplasty was done, followed by post-operative treatment and physiotherapy. See how I am showing you the rules. Before who you have to put a comma. When number comes, you have to put in words like this better. These are not A-grade sentences, but the concept, the subjects we are learning. If you learn these only, we can improve. This is no joke. Okay, only those students who are really dead serious, who wants to kill the enemy, will be with me today. Now here I am going to teach you a new concept, that is followed by or following. This is a new concept, followed by and following. Followed by somebody. That means the leader is followed by the follower, the disciple. Or the disciple is following the leader. Try to understand. Followed by the second person. Angioplasty, when you say followed by, the first one is before and the second one will be after. When you say following, that means second one will be first and following will be after that one, there will be the first person. For example, Mahatma Gandhi is the leader. Jawaharlal Nehru is the follower of Mahatma Gandhi. So you say, Mahatma Gandhi was followed by Jawaharlal Nehru, or Jawaharlal Nehru followed Mahatma Gandhi. So leader followed by the disciple, disciple following the leader. Concept, concept, concept. I cannot go and write everything. Try to sharpen your brains. Kill your sleep if you want to achieve excellence. Today is a very special day for me. I cannot sleep today. Because tomorrow is a very difficult day for me. I want to do something to kill my sleep. So I'm here. So I'm trying to do some extraordinary research for you people. I'm writing to refer Mr. Sampson, who was admitted to our coronary care unit 10 days ago with the diagnosis of peripheral vascular disease. Peripheral angioplasty was done, followed by post-operative treatment and physiotherapy. Post-operative is one word. So there are mistakes. So we have to check everything. Post-operative is one word. So first angio, when you said followed by, so the previous one will be the first thing to happen. Peripheral angioplasty became first, and then second one is post-operative treatment and physiotherapy. Otherwise, post-operative treatment and physiotherapy were provided following peripheral angioplasty. Like that you have to write. If you are writing peripheral angioplasty, which is happened before, you will write followed by post-operative treatment and physiotherapy. Now, post-operative treatment and physiotherapy happened after peripheral angioplasty. So you have to write like this: post-operative treatment and physiotherapy following peripheral angioplasty. If you write the peripheral angioplasty, you will write followed by immediately. But if you write post-operative, so if you want to change the order, I'll change the order and show you. Okay. Were provided following peripheral angioplasty. So what you are doing, the second things, these are the second things. Okay. These are the second happened things, which happened later. And this is the first action, which happened first. So try to understand that this is the order: two following one, two following one, and here one followed by two. This is one followed by two. So try to understand. One means the first one, the former, followed by the later. You can say one is the former. Former means the first one. The former. One means the former. Oh, the former, followed by the latter. First one is former, second one is latter. First activity followed by second activity, or second activity following first activity. Try to understand this. Many people write home. It's a big headache to explain them. Who is leader? Who is first one is the leader? Who is the second one is the disciple? Leader followed by disciple. That means the first activity followed by the second activity, or the second activity following the first activity. I don't know how to explain more. Hope you understood. Otherwise, ignore. I hope you understood. I removed that one. So following and followed by concept. Fifth concept. Following dash followed by. I'll give each one a lecture afterwards. Following or followed by. Which is following and which is followed by. So that's the second point. Concept. Okay. Everyone is writing, I am writing to inform, I am writing refer, I am writing to transfer. What is the speciality in that one when everyone can write? That means it became very ordinary, it became very cheap, it became very base value. OET is telling don't write active voice. Then why are you writing I am writing it? OET is telling give importance to the patient. Why are you giving importance to yourself? I am writing. As if nobody else in the world can write, only you can write. I am writing. Who told you are dancing or singing or jumping? Nobody told you, no? Even a fifth class boy can understand that you are writing because it's a handwriting. Nobody is telling you are typing even. So try to understand. Some words are redundant, means they are readily understood. They can understand everything very clearly. Then why do you want to write those things which others can understand? That is called redundant. Redundant means more than that is required. It's just simply nonsense. But people don't realize. They go for easy cake. They don't want to struggle. They don't want to learn. They are ready to struggle 4 or 5 times and lose and try to win the battle in the 7th time, but still they suffer. But they don't understand the importance of learning. I don't mind. I want only those students who are classical. Our title's name, our channel's name is classical. We don't want mass who are very simple. We want extraordinary people who will definitely clear OET in the first attempt. But one thing that needs a lot of obedience. Lot of obedience. You have to be ready to sacrifice your time, pain, suffering, everything. I am writing to refer Mr. John, a 50-year-old man who lives alone. I am writing to refer Mr. Harry Douglas, an 81-year-old widowed pension who requires dietary advice after undergoing liver transplant. In Maggie Ryan, it is written a 81-year-old. A 81-year-old is wrong. An 81-year-old is right. Don't think that all the things which are there in all the books are right. Evaluate and analyze whether it is right or wrong. How to write who? Learn. So many examples I am giving you how to write who. So here, after, you can remove after and say following liver transplant. Following liver transplant. That's all. After undergoing, remove after undergoing and just say following. A number of things you can do magic. Dietary advice following liver transplant. Finished. So I told just followed following. Now you can use that one here. Na? After means second thing. Liver plant. Okay. So dietary advice is second, liver transplant is first. So you can see here liver transplant first, dietary advice after. After liver transplant. Okay. Liver transplant is followed by dietary advice, or dietary advice following liver transplant. Now you can understand very clearly. Are you able to read between the lines? Are you able to read between the lines? Give me a yes if you can. Little by little, if you cannot understand 100% also, at least 50%, 25% also is okay. 10% is also okay. Gradually you will increase. Please hit the button yes. So 81-year-old concepts repeating. So now you can understand when you are duplicating, repeating this, then you can understand. I'll tell you how to modify these sentences and bring A grade quality. These are just B grade qualities. If you do mistake again, you'll get C+. These are not very extraordinary sentences. They appear to be extraordinary sentences. Okay. You can see very clearly every sentence starts with I. How can it be extraordinary when OET is telling don't write active voice, don't write personal pronouns, give importance to the patient. Still you are giving I. Why is I coming here? I am writing. Active voice, why coming? Personal pronouns, why coming? They appear to be very big, very classy, wonderful, looking, pleasant. But that is not the case. If you can understand what I am telling, you really appreciate the lecture very much. 81-year-old. Who? Pensioner who? Old man who? Okay, so Mr. Samson who? So name. If name of a person comes, next will be who. Name of a thing comes. Okay. He was diagnosed with malignant squamous cell carcinoma, which was managed by carcinoma is a thing, so which will come. I already told the concept. Don't think that which is. I can when the sentence comes, I'll give you example, but you can remember, recall. I already told you. But writing 2-3 sentences very nicely and remaining sentences, dirty sentences will not give you. This is called consistency, lacking consistency. If you are consistent to learn everything and show that consistency throughout. 2 or 3 sentences you copy down and remaining sentence. Some people say, how does that sound? Afterwards finished, no quality sentences. Just learning 2 or 3 sentences won't help you much. They are termed as copied sentences. They are not your sentences, or it is rut. People by heart them and use 2 or 3 sentences. That is a clear symptom of undigested material, which gives you stomach pain in your OET exam. I am writing to refer Mr. Mason, who is due to be discharged today after making a full recovery. After making, following a full recovery. Finished. Who in the world cannot learn? After making, following a full recovery. He recovered fully, so discharged. Is due to be discharged today, following a full recovery. Finished. Full recovery followed by discharge. What is there in that one? Which one happened first? Which one happened second? Identify. He was discharged following a full recovery. Full recovery was followed by a discharge. Same thing here also I told you. After. Okay. Somewhere I told after. Where is that? Yeah. Yeah, here itself is there. How to close this? Yeah. After, remove this after undergoing. Remove this after undergoing and say following a liver transplant. Remove after making and say following a full recovery. So simple as that. So you will be learning when you see these sentences, you will be learning. So remove after making. After, before, after. A full recovery before the discharge. A full recovery before the discharge. Change. You can write using before also. Before discharging, there was full recovery. Finished. You can write in a different style. Who told you cannot Play with the words. I'm not teaching you just sentences, I'm teaching you quality. After and before, followed by and following, finished. After, wherever after and before are there, you can use followed by or following. You can use followed by, you can use following, you can use after, you can use before. 4 words you can use, anything you can play. So 4 styles in one. Remove followed by and say after or before. Or say following. Next. So after is the connector here. Before and after. So you are getting repetition now. This is nothing but followed by and following. They are relative. Followed by, following, before, after, the same thing. There is no difference. I hope you understood the concept. Right. Next. After is another conjunction. Okay, it's a preposition also. It's a conjunction also. So here it is used as preposition. It's a connector here. Next. I am writing to refer Mr. Mason, who is 70 years old and lives alone. So here you will not put hyphens. Why you won't put hyphens here? Like how you put here? Because there is no noun here. 70-year-old man. Okay. The same sentence. If you want to put hyphenated like this, you have to write like this. Like this you have to write. Then 70-year-old, sorry. Then you will have to put hyphen. A man. Then you will put a hyphen here. Otherwise, no need. I am writing to refer Mrs. Redford, a 77-year-old woman who is a resident at the Sunrise Retirement Home. She needs urgent admission to your hospital due to severe stomach pain. So, I am writing to refer Mrs. Redford, a 77-year-old woman who is a resident at the Sunrise Retirement Home. She needs urgent admission to your hospital due to severe stomach pain. Again, I am showing you the concepts so that you will not miss this. Whenever a woman is there, a is that side and woman is this side, between you will write hyphenated. Okay. Here you will not write because nothing is there here. Before a is not there, afterwards man is not there. So you cannot put hyphen. I try to understand the difference between this and this. 70 years old and 77-year-old. Try to understand, when it is 77-year-old, it's adjective. Woman, one word, is a compound adjective. Then you will put a this side, then woman this side. It's not years old, it's year old. And when there is nothing here, then it is 77 years old. This S will come and no hyphens. Learn the rules. Learn all these sentences, just don't throw these things away. Learn on a regular basis. Yesterday there was one girl, Raman Deep. She told me, sir, I have gone through those sentences which you have told. That's why I'm able to speak very nicely, sir. I was shocked at the tremendous improvement she had. I'm not joking. I don't know whether she's there now or not. She's not there now. So there will be drastic improvement if you do hard work based on these sentences. But don't copy the sentences as they are, but still there. The sentences are flawless. The sentences are flawless. There are no many mistakes here in these sentences. Now some mistakes are there, I corrected. But these sentences are flawless. But these are not quality sentences. Good, better, best. These are all good sentences, not definitely the best sentences. Good sentences because there are no mistakes. But the quality is, why do you pay so much for Starbucks? Because of the brand, because of the quality, because of the even the porcelain dish which they give is of quality. You give quality and you get grades. Sunrise Retirement Home is the name of an enterprise, is the name of an organization. So you have to put capital letters. Full stop. Afterwards, you are starting with she. So capital letter. Due to, instead of due to, you can say because of, owing to, on account of, anything you can say. This is another connector. She needs urgent attention to your hospital due to severe stomach pain, because of severe stomach pain. Following is a mistake. On account of stomach pain. Owing to severe stomach pain. Due to, because of, on account of, owing to. Write down. Due to, on account of. I cannot write everything. Okay, my mind is working very fast. I cannot, if I start writing, I cannot recall all those things. Due to. Afterwards, if you want, go to the YouTube and listen it 2-3 times, pause and write down everything. Due to, owing to, on account of, because of. These are 4 of them I am giving. There are many others. These are enough for now. In the later stages, I'll give you more and more. This is cause and effect. The cause is due to stomach pain. That is the cause. Admission is the result. Cause and result, due to. The result is due to this cause. Due to, cause and effect. How many times I might have told you cause and effect? All those words you recall while I was there telling the reading. Okay, everywhere you will find these things. Whatever concepts. I am writing to refer Mrs. Redford, a 77-year-old female resident at the Sunrise Retirement Home who needs urgent admission to your hospital due to severe stomach pain. The same thing in different style. Now the concepts will be repeating. These are what all yellow marks I am giving. These are called concepts. This is punctuation, capital letters for the name of the enterprise, organization, or any specific name. Sunrise Retirement Home will be only one in a particular location. There will not be 10 Sunrise Retirement Homes in one place. Retirement homes will be number of. Then a retirement home, no need capital letter. But when you say Sunrise Retirement Home, you need capitals, even for retirement and even for home. Without Sunrise, there are no capital letters. But when you give a specific name to that one, it becomes Sunrise Retirement Home, which is unique. So you must use capital letters. This is a concept. You cannot shatter the concept. You have to follow the concept. For example, if the Sunrise is not there, then retirement home capital letters are wrong, because there are hundreds and thousands of retirement homes. Which retirement home? Any retirement home. If it is any, then how can it be capital letter? So it should be Sunrise or Sunset Retirement Home, or some other retirement home, XYZ retirement home. Particular name will be there. Then even R should be capital letter, H should be capital letter. Remember that. Every point which is coming out of my mouth is a concept here. Follow the concepts. This is not just for OET. You are going to live in the UK. You are going to live in the USA, or you are going to live in Ireland or New Zealand, or whichever country you are going, an English speaking country. Even if you go or you do not go, this is a part of life. English has been ruling the world and like a very serious master. Due to. So due to, before will be effect, after will be cause. Cause, result due to effect. Result due to cause. Effect due to cause. This is the effect. Urgent admission is the effect. Due to stomach pain. Stomach pain is the cause. Cause and effect theory. Effect due to cause. Result due to cause. How many times I have told you cause and effect? Dear Mr. Sheldon, sorry. I am writing to refer Aiden, a 13-year-old boy who is a year 7 student at Williams State School. Now see here, state school should be small letter, but because Williams is there, name of the school is Williams. It's not any other school. It's Williams State School. So S should be capital letter, and then S should be capital letter. Finished. State will not be capital letter, school will not be capital letter. But when it is name of is Williams State School, so automatically this becomes. So this is called punctuation, capitalization we call it. I'm writing to refer Aiden, a 13-year-old. At least if I show you 100 times, no, it will be imprinted in your mind and you will not do these mistakes. 13-year-old. Why hyphenated? Because before A is there, after boy is there. That's why. And after boy, comma should be there. So who is the relative pronoun? So comma should be there. See, three concepts have come in one. Gradually, all the concepts will be coming here. Okay, before moving further, yeah, I want to ask you, is the session fruitful for you? Just frankly tell me, is the session fruitful for you? Give a yes or a no or a maybe. Okay. If so, to what percent? 0 to 100. No problem. Whatever you want to say, you can say. There is no problem. Three, four concepts you will learn, no? I am writing to refer Mr. D. Cruz to you, a 62-year-old widower who is due to be discharged today after making a full recovery from asthma. Now see this sentence, to you, a 62-year-old widower. What do you mean by who is you? D. Cruz is 62-year-old, but you is 62-year-old, so this is wrong. So here this to you will go here actually. If you want, actually to you is not required, but if you want to write, you have to write here like this. I'm writing to refer to you, Mr. D. Cruz. This is the way how you have to write. Nigerian, it is there like that. So I typed like that one, then I'm showing you the change. I'm writing to refer to you, or I'm writing to refer you, Mr. D. Cruz, a 62-year-old widower who is due to be discharged. If it's a male person, widower, female, it's widow. Due to means after, means following. Right. Thank you for admitting Mrs. Stewart, a 70-year-old. Here it is written and 70-year-old. I don't know why it is and 70-year-old. Dementia patient who requires respite care for a period of 3 months. So you are getting the word respite. So respite means you understand now what I have already showed you. Just to recall, respite means providing or being temporary. Providing temporary care or being temporary care in a relief or for primary caregiver. Temporary care. Giving relief to a primary caregiver. That is respite care. So you can use this word. Right. So 15 sentence over. I'll give you some different types of sentences. Yeah. So now I want to ask you one question. So what, just recall the concepts and say, what did you learn today so far? What did you learn so far? Just recall and just tell me. What did you learn today? Okay, these are some introduction sentences. We have till now dealt with some introductory sentences. We have till now dealt with some introductory sentences. Now we will deal with some concluding sentences. Conclusion. Yeah, very good. Come on, write down whatever you have learned. Feel free to write down. So now my question is, do you have time, patience, and energy to continue? Tasneem is telling you, teach us introductory sentences, correct ways of writing, and other things. So we have two options now. Now, shall we improve these sentences? No. Shall we go for concluding sentences? Or shall we improve the introductory sentences? So now your choice, both of you. So A is switch on to concluding sentences. 1 minute, wait, don't give your options. A is switch on to concluding sentences. B is hang on with introductory sentences and do the improvements. So what do you think? A or B? Your choice. Type A or B. A means we'll stop this one and go to concluding sentences. B means we'll not go to concluding sentences. We'll correct these sentences, improve these sentences, maximize the quality. Any one option you can take first. A or B. A means consolidating these 15 sentences. B means stop it there. We'll see later the improvements and we'll just learn some sentences concluding also. Ahmed Abdullah gave A. What about the others? There are 5 people. Out of them, 4 we got. 3 said A and 1 said B. Okay, fine. So we'll move with A. So we'll improve these sentences. Okay. How to improve this sentence? I am writing to request is redundant. Okay. That is redundant. I will start with, I will not use with I. I is a personal pronoun and it is active voice. I am writing and it is active voice and personal pronoun and giving less importance to Mr. Brian. So I will start with Mr. Brian. Mr. Brian. I will write with Mr. Brian. And I will not say 73-year-old man. I will say some other word. Septuagenarian. I will use a new word, septuagenarian. Because I want A grade. I don't want to use like everyone I will write. Okay. I'll use the word septuagenarian, is a person who is between 70 and 79 years old. I'll copy this one. Okay. Mr. Brian, a septua, learn the spelling, genarian, comma, septua, genarian, septuagenarian. I'll use the word septuagenarian. That means 70 to 79 years of age. A person who is between 70 to 7 and 79 years of age. Okay. You can understand that very clearly there. Okay. If you want to write the date, year 71, you can put in brackets. Okay. Right. Why do I say man? Man is not important. Mr. cannot be woman. Mr. means man only. So this is danger zone. It's red for me. It is red for me. Mr. Brian, a septuagenarian, comma, okay, who is recovering. Is it only recovering now? Is it is means now only? Is means now only? No, for quite some time, maybe 1 week or 10 days or 3 days or 4 days. Okay. So it is not is recovering. I'll say who has been recovering, or I can say recuperating. Mr. Brian, a septuagenarian who has been recuperating from pressure ulcer on the, why he cannot recuperate from some other's pressure ulcer, na? Pressure ulcer on his left buttock only, right? Not somebody else's. So try to understand, this is not necessary. Personal pronoun. I will not use that one. I will use definite article the instead. On the left buttock, comma, requires aged care assistance. Finished. Same thing. What that length, this length, both are same. But the quality is quality, na? Straightforward. There is no I, there is no you. There is only Mr. Brian. There is only Mr. Brian. Nobody else. So now you think, okay, I improved the quality. Okay. So, are you pleased with the transformation? So you can understand what I have explained you there. So is that clear? The information is clear. Are you pleased with the transformation? Do you have any doubts there? Yeah. So we are consolidating quality. What do you mean by consolidate? What do you mean by consolidate? Consolidate means standardize. To become or cause something to become stronger and more certain. That is called consolidate. Consolidate means to become or cause something to become stronger and more certain. Yeah. Next. This is B grade and this is A grade. Next one, number 2. Second sentence. I'm writing to request a respite admission for this patient. Who is this patient? It is rude to call somebody a patient. It's not very professional. Doesn't go with ethics. If somebody calls your father or your mother or your brother or your sister, where is the patient? You'll get angry. My father has a name. How dare you call him as a patient? Of course. Okay, you cannot accept that. If you say you're a doctor means you'll be happy, you're a teacher means you'll be happy, student will be happy, but patient means nobody will be ready to accept. Right. So I am writing to request. Okay. No need. For this patient, no need. Patient, no need. So take the name, Mr. X. Okay. So take some name, whatever the name of the patient, Mr. Lionel Ramamurthy, Mr. Ramamurthy, or Mr. Dunbar, or Mr. Lincoln, comma. Okay. A 46-year-old married mother. So Mrs. Lincoln. Mrs. Lincoln. Now here, personal care, receiving personal care from our organization. What care? Care for what? Care for what? That is missing. Mrs. Lincoln, okay, who has been treated for, okay, who has been diagnosed with or who underwent, who has been managed, who has been managed for what? So what is the problem? For what care is taken? That is missing here. Okay. Mrs. Lincoln, who has so who underwent a surgery, post-operative care, we can say, who has been provided post-operative care or something like that, or who has been provided personal care, okay, from our organization. If it is from somebody else, why you will write? Who has been provided personal care, okay, or who was admitted for stabilizing or from our organization, not at our organization, who has been provided home visits, who has been provided assistance regarding mobilization, okay, who has been provided assistance or physiotherapy sessions for enhancing mobility. Anything you can write, okay, right. So what is the point here? Who has who has Okay. Who has been provided personal attention. Instead of care, you can say provided personal attention for the last, okay, for the last 2 months, comma, or whose condition has been managed. Whose condition has been managed. Has been managed effectively for the last 2 months following an open heart surgery. Okay, requires a respite admission Okay. Now she is the mother of 2 children. All this you can write in the main body paragraph. All the other things you can write in the main body paragraph. You need not bring everything into the introduction. Okay, she's married, she's mother of 2 children. All these things you can write the later part. The main thing, what she requires and what is her condition, what you did, all these things you can use there. Right. Miss Lincoln, whose condition has been managed effectively for the last 2 months. So at our facility, that's the meaning. For the last 2 months, following an open heart surgery, requires a respite admission at your facility. So this is the way how you can modify the sentence. Patient is important, remember that. Next, I'm writing to request daily home visits by the Blue nurses to provide care and support for Miss Mayers. I'm writing to request daily home visits by the Blue nurses to provide care and support for Miss Mayers. So bring Miss Mayers forward. Miss Mayers, comma, 61-year-old. 61-year-old. 71 is septuagenarian. Then 61-year-old is called what? Hexagenarian. Let us take hepta. Sexagenarian. Yeah, sexagenarian. A person who is between 60 and 69 years old is called sexagenarian. So you can write this word. Miss Mayers, a sexagenarian. You can write in bracket 61. You're proving that you know a lot of vocabulary. That's it. Miss Mayers, a sexagenarian. Okay. Right. Comma. an independently living widow, Miss Mayers, a sexagenarian, an independently living widow, okay, requires what? Regular daily home visits, regular daily home visits, okay, by the blue nurses. They're writing to the blue nurses only, maybe, okay, visits of the blue nurses, okay, for ongoing care and necessary support. Necessary assistance. That's it. Miss Mayers, a sexagenarian, an independently living widow, requires regular daily home visits of the blue nurses or by the blue nurses. That's also right. This is also right. For ongoing care and necessary assistance or on a daily basis. So daily remove here and write on a daily basis here. So I have given 3 sentences now. I have given 3 sentences. So how to write these sentences? Go through them. So total 8 sentences, 15 sentences are there. You can try the other sentences. I'll give you one more. I'm writing with regard to Mr. Parker. Just start with Mr. Parker, comma. Again, it's a sexagenarian. Comma. Put in brackets if you want, 63. Okay. If that person doesn't understand, to be more precise, in brackets. You're using powerful language. Mr. Parker, a sexagenarian, okay, who was admitted to the hospital and then diagnosed for admitted to the hospital on, just write 4, don't write 4th, on 4 January 2022. Okay. So is it important who was admitted to the hospital on the 4th of January? I don't think that is more important. Diagnosis is more important. Was admitted onto the hospital on 4th January and subsequently not consequently, subsequently, the next step. Subsequently was admitted and diagnosed. Subsequently, comma, diagnosed with non-small cell carcinoma of the left lung, comma, oh my God, admitted, diagnosed, phlebotomy, everything. I don't think all these things are required in the introduction. Who underwent open phlebotomy? Phlebotomy is a surgery, so you should not write an. Phlebotomy is a surgery. It's an operation. So you need not, for surgery, you will not use an. Okay, who underwent surgery, that's all. And a surgery will not be there like that. And phlebotomy will not come. Okay. So all these things you can write, remove. This is not important. So directly you say who underwent. Who underwent open lobectomy on 6th January 2021, Mr. Parker, a sexagenarian who underwent open laparotomy on 6th January. Then what? Required so and so following his discharge or transfer. Requires or is being referred for or is being transferred for or is being discharged. So like that, requires dash, comma, dash and dash following the discharge or transfer. Following the discharge back home today. So these things are very important. Admitted, diagnosed, underwent operation. All these things will not go into the introduction, which is the latest one that you write. Admitted is the latest one, then after diagnosed is the next one, then afterwards underwent, this is the next one, which is more important that you try to put there, try to reason that very carefully. Okay, need not write three things: admission, diagnosis, and surgery. Which is the latest one? Surgery. Write that one. Again, the remaining things you can put in the body. Requires dash and dash, or dash, dash and dash. Following the discharge back home today, or transfer to your facility today. Anything like that. Quality has improved, definitely. You can see there. Okay. This is not necessary because latest version, latest what happened now. Okay. That you can write. Mr. Parker, a 6th January, who underwent open lobectomy on 6th January, requires dash and dash following the discharge back home today. Right. So this is the way how you can write these sentences. What I will do is I'll put this one in your WhatsApp, regular students. And I can also put here in the Telegram channel, take from the Telegram channel. Okay. The sentences are here, 15 sentences, and transformed 4 sentences. So you can think about the other sentences. You can write those sentences, try. And afterwards, I'll give you those sentences. You can check with them. Different varieties you can write, no problem. So, right, I think I'm tired now. So, yes. Yeah. Share your feedback now, please. Feedback, please. Yeah. By the meantime, I'll be discussing with our students. Okay. Let's start with A. Ahmed. Hello, Ahmed. Ahmed Rashid. Okay, you want to unmute. Yeah, already it is there. You can unmute. Okay, Girija Franklin. Girija Franklin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, share your experience.
It was very informative and very useful, sir, for writing, especially the sentences the session
Okay,
you
what
took
did you
today.
learn? What did you learn? Was it
Mm,
going above your head or something is going through your
inside the head.
ears?
Inside the head.
Okay.
Mm.
So, what was so special about today's session? Can you tell me
The
what
tra-
is it?
the transformation, what you are doing, and the capitals, where to use, where not to use, consonants, and you were using it for the age that we are not getting that. I think if we practice, I think we can get for 60 years and above. We are using some words and all that is a vocabulary.
Yeah.
Uh, that and all we were not aware of all that. Yeah, we learned that.
Yeah, slowly you will learn. Right.
Mm.
Next, Pranita Kamarti.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pranita.
For me, main problem is this sentence formation and stretches. But I'm learning nowadays, sir. But thank you, sir.
I think I'm troubling you with too much complex sentences, right?
Yes, sir.
But you have to learn, no?
Yes, sir. Very nice session, sir, really. And we'll learn capitalizations, cause and effective, and C2 vocabulary. Very nice, sir. All are very useful and
Yeah,
very
Mr.
informative.
Mahesh. Yeah, thank you very much. Mr. Mahesh.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Mahesh.
Yes, sir. So nice, sir. I also learned new words today, sir. That is Generian words. Are earlier I know that like whenever we have to speak like this, I know only this word. Like I am in my early 30 or late 30. This one, but now I have learned new Generian words, sir.
Thank you
Now
so
I
much,
remember,
sir.
sir, all words, sir.
Yes, good. Next, Tasneem.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Tasneem. How are you?
Sir, today's session, I'm good, sir. Today's session is very excellent. I have learned how to transform the sentences and the structure also. And as well as I have learned new vocabulary, new words. So today's session is amazing, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good. And last, once again, Ahmed Abdullah, are you available? You can unmute anyone and you can close the other mic.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah.
Yes, very informative lecture. Actually, too much systematized information in one sitting. One of the greatest sessions today. I appreciate your work very much and too much effort done today. Very good and informative. Actually, to be spread to all OOT candidates will help all people reach. Will not see this lecture will miss many things.
Yes.
Appreciate you.
I could have given the other sentences also transformation, but it will take time. So I'm
Yes,
also tired. Tomorrow we have a hectic day again. So it's better we take rest and start fresh tomorrow.
yes. We need same manner organization of everything to be have a rule for everything. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So that's the
Thank-
end of the session. Good night, everyone. Have a nice day. Practice. Come on regular sessions and practice more sentences, and it will be beneficial for you. Thank you once again. Good night.